Hi, I'm Josie. I got saved when I was about 6 or 7. It started at New Hope Church up near Atlanta. I was at church and we were talking about when John the Baptist baptized Jesus. And I told my parents that I wanted to get baptized. And then they told me that I need to be saved to be baptized. So I knew a lady named Miss Shelley. She worked at the church. She counseled me for a while. She asked me tons of questions about what it means to be saved. And so I went through that for about a month. And I felt ready, and I told my parents that I was ready. And so one night I was sitting at home, and I was sitting in my bed, and they came in, and in my bedroom, I accepted Christ. A few years later, in about 4th and 5th grade, I went through a time of doubt and fear, and my mom gave me a verse. It was 2 Timothy 1:7, "For God has not given me a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-discipline." That's kind of been my life verse, and I'm so grateful for that verse because it really helped me through that time, and God did come through, and I am 100% sure that I will go to heaven one day. When you're saved, it's like completely different. Like your whole viewpoint is different, and you just want to glorify Him, and you're not afraid anymore. You trust Him. You have a lot more trust in Him. So since the revival at our school, things have just been different. The atmosphere has been different. People have been acting different. Since so many people got saved, it kind of opened my eyes, especially to how many people, even though we're at a Christian school, aren't saved, and how you have to constantly be a witness to them, even when you think they say they're Christians, you really don't know. And so that's really kind of been on my heart lately about how we can't just assume. Personally, my prayer life has gotten a lot stronger. I want to pray more. I want to pray about things more. When I am stressed out about things at home, things at school, things with friends, like girl drama and things like that, I just get down on my knees and pray. And I didn't do that before the revival. I just kind of had to take it as it came by myself, and I always felt alone and almost like no one was there to help me. But after the revival, it was like all of a sudden God became more real, that I wasn't feeling so alone, that I just kind of felt His presence. I was talking to a friend, and I was telling her about how after I started praying more sincerely, I didn't see people as bad as they treated me or as bad as even I've treated them. I kind of realized that we're all like that, and I don't look at people as if like, oh, they're such a sinner, they're doing wrong things, they're not doing what they're supposed to. But then I was like looking back at my life and realizing, oh my goodness, I'm doing most of those things too. And it's not okay to be a hypocrite about things like that. So after that happened, it was just kind of like God opened my eyes to what people needed, even though they don't know that they need it. It was just different the way I looked at them. I didn't look at them as they treated me so wrong, I need to get back at them, whatever that was. But because that wasn't from God, and it wasn't what I should be doing, the way I was looking at them. And so I definitely think God gave me a spirit of grace and a more forgiving personality, that I wouldn't have to just keep grudges, because I'm really bad about keeping grudges. Even if I don't show it, I just realized that I have to forgive people for that, because I've done all those things probably back to them at some point, and they either have or haven't forgiven me. But if I can forgive them, then maybe they could forgive me for things I've done to them. This year has been really specifically stressful. I know it has been for me and my circle of friends, but I found a verse. Coach Roberts actually gave it to the class as a memory verse to learn for like a quiz, but it really spoke to me. It was Philippians 4:6, and it's, "Be anxious for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication, all your requests be made known to God." And I've been really working on that, especially, and I know he knows what I need before I even ask for it or before I know I need it, but even just telling him makes it more, makes the relationship stronger and makes me have more trust. Even last night, I found him speaking to me. It might be silly, but it's schoolwork that's been stressing me more this year. And it's just been harder this year. And last night I was crying because I was so stressed out about everything I had to do. And then I sat down to dinner and didn't want to eat because I was just felt that sick feeling that you feel so stressed. And then my mom turned on a song by Mandisa. I don't even know what song it was anymore, but the words were, "Do your best now, God will take care of it," because because he loves you, and don't worry about it. And that just kind of immediately, I just started crying really, really hard. And my mom was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, God answered my prayers. He just promised me that he was going to take care of me, even though it was so hard. And I feel like it was just a huge answer to prayers. Even if nothing has happened yet, it was just kind of that assurance that he gave me. And I immediately fell down on my knees and just thanked him so much, because I've never really, this year is just, all of a sudden he's been speaking to me really openly, not so much in the little whispers. It's almost like he's screaming it out now. And it's just been an amazing experience. I'm a follower of Jesus, and this is my testimony.